Ciao, buongiorno tutti. Io sono Ginger Lee da Austin, Texas. Tu stai guardando Austin Artists. You want me to say that in English? Hey everybody, I'm Ginger Lee, musician from Austin, Texas, and you are watching Austin Artists.
My musical taste kind of run all over the map. You know, I like blues. I love rock and roll. I love old rock and roll because that's the stuff I grew up on. And say I like the Louisiana style blues. I like the Chicago style blues. Jazz. I love jazz. You know, jazz fusion. I love jazz fusion. So I'm kind of like all over the place. So there's a lot of different people I like for different things. You know, my #1 musician, period, as far as being creative, is Frank Zappa. You know, which is amazes a lot of people. It's like, man, you sit and listen to the stuff that Zappa did, and he wrote this stuff. You know, I mean, you look at his charts, and it's like, Jesus, you know. And the musicians he played with. I mean, I saw him live 4 times, and it's just amazing the stuff that he wrote and produced and put out live. You know, I don't think there's anybody that can come close to what he did as a musician. You know, during his time on Earth. When I was learning how to play hard, the way I learned how to play was I went to 4 jam sessions every week for 4 years before I finally got to the point where I was really comfortable with what I was doing. And so I met a lot of people. As harmonica players go in this town, I'm a rookie. I've only been playing for 11 years. Most of the guys I know have been playing for 25 or 30 years. Actually, most of the guys in the band I had known for a while, off and on. The only person I really didn't know was the drummer. We bumped into each other at jam sessions around, mostly at Mother Egan's. Yeah, they used to have a blues jam at Mother Egan's, and that's where I met Leland, the bass player, and Scott, the guitar player. I was in the house band at 311. 311 used to have a jam on Sundays and Tuesday nights, and I met a lot of these young guys that are around. I met Eric Tusmer and Scotty. I was a drummer first. I was drummer and lead singer in every band I was in since I started playing professionally, until I moved to Austin. And when I moved to Austin, I lost the drums and became a front man. So I was singing and playing percussion. It seems the older I get, the better I get, which is amazing to me, but I'm like, cool. So it's like, this is what I was meant to do, and meant to do until the day I die. I know that for a fact. Mama. Yeah, I started playing piano when I was 4. And I played saxophone when I was in junior high school. But she wanted me. I picked up a lot. That got me started, basically. And then, plus, I was singing. I've been singing since I was knee-high to a bullfrog. That's easy for me. You know? My singing always has been easy. So that's why playing the drums and being the lead singer in the band, people go, "How do you do that?" I go, "What?" You know. Because I concentrate on my singing, and playing the drums is kind of like automatic pilot. My #1 rule is you got to keep the same people. Right now we're a 4-piece band. Mike Milligan and the Alta Boys is a 4-piece band. It's a core group from the start, from the get-go, from the first gig. It's been us four guys, and that's really important. When we first started, it was a 5-piece band. We had a keyboard player, but kind of lost the keyboard player, which I think was a better thing, because now it's like guitar and harmonica, the two lead instruments, and the drums and the bass are the rhythm section. And Leland Parks on bass guitar and Dave Novak on the drums is the most solid rhythm section I know of in this town, and I'm lucky to have them working for me. You know, and that's real important. You know, especially when you're playing in a four-piece. Four-piece is basically a small band, but you can deliver a lot of sound with 4 people. But the rhythm section has to be like a rock, because everything starts from there. You know, if you don't have a good drummer, you don't have a bass player, you know, what's the use? As far as being able to make a living, which a lot of guys around here probably disagree with me, because I think Austin's pretty good for that, because there's places to play. You know, some places don't pay a lot, but if you stick with it, build up your reputation, and get a following, you can make money in this town as a musician. But you make better money on the road. Some places, most places, you know. It depends. It's a lot of different factors that go into how a person makes a living in this business, which is tough to begin with in the first place. From a young age, because when I was, my mom made me learn how to play the piano, you know, and I hated that with passion. I hated it so bad, and if I had to do it over, I would just dive in there head first, you know, because I wish I could still play piano. I can't anymore. You know, I forgot all that stuff, plus another thing, but that's another story. But I would be all over it. I've learned how to play more instruments. If I could start, I'd stay. First, I learned how to play piano, guitar, bass, horns. I mean, everything. Next CD. I'm in a writing zone right now. You know, it's like I got stuff scattered all over my paper. You know, half songs, quarter songs, full songs. Okay, that means done. I'm get to start on something else. You know, I got all these ideas floating in my head. You know, I get strangest ideas in the strangest places. I always got a pad and a pencil. You know, it's when I still have a day job, and when I'm working, I was like, oh, write this stuff down and then go home and finish it out. But I want to keep making CDs. Number one, nobody's ever gonna know what you're thinking if you don't put it on something where they can see it and listen to it. You know, and I want to go back to Europe really, really bad, because I love it. It's like a whole different world. People are so appreciative of what you're doing, no matter what scale of musician you are. It's like it's amazing. It's a super ego boost to any musician to go play in Europe.